Hey guys, and welcome back. My name's Derek, and today we're gonna continue our High Elf Warden here on the Land Rover server in the Dayland. So we finally finished with the stupid elves here in the woods themselves that are really annoying, and we moved on to the elves that live on the river, which is, you know, the elves where I would live, honestly. I mean, maybe not the swamp, all the bugs in there would be kind of annoying, but I'd rather live in here than in that forest, in that stupid cave, whatever. So what we have to do is we have to heal some injured elves, we have to defeat some orcs. I can see one walking right there. And we have to destroy river nets. Usually we have to like save nets or get fish out of nets, but remember, these guys trade with the Daylands, the river itself, by just floating down barrels. And the orcs set up these rivers. These nets to intercept that flow, basically. Wow, this bear is really in that water. This is a hunter. See, there's one of these nets. And so yeah, again, if you've done the dailies already, you know this is one of the dailies. Which is kind of annoying since there's no stable here, but if you do the dailies, you know, and you only find like 1 or 2 quests in the Daylands, Felgrove and all that stuff, you know, make sure to check this place down here, because they do have quests from time to time as well. This bear is really in that net. Alright, so again, what we have to do is simply destroy these nets and defeat the orcs, and then save a few elves here and there. And then that also goes in with a quest we got from Thandra just to defeat Orkkind. But if I remember correctly, that does not have a follow-up quest. Alright, so we gotta defeat these orcs. Again, if you can. Well, depending on your class, you know. If you fight more than one, it's always more satisfying. And we gotta do these nets. And there's one of these injured elves. If you're in a group, they do run away after you heal them, so make sure you click on them at the same time. Or you have to wait again for the respawn, which can be quite annoying. What's that? Nope. Get a Guardian's Dagger. Again, I want to see that on my Warden, so I'm just gonna build it out so I never see it again and I don't loot it on accident. Again, you could deconstruct these weapons, identify them and deconstruct them, but the cost, you get like 1 tier 1 setting out of it, or relic, and you pay like 200 silver for it. It's like, it's not worth it in my eyes. Since we started the Dayland, we got like 100 gold already. Quite a lot of money. Alright, and then you can see this waterfall, so we kind of have to go around and up and get the rest of the nets up there. Let's also up for that. You know, this whole area is very hilly. Can be annoying. Just 1 second. Sorry, I had to readjust something. Alright. Getting these ambushes and hunters should not be an issue. Why I'm ignoring them. Well, let's get... we have 2, 3 here. Let's get 3. 3 guys is good. It's a good number. And let's get a heal in there. Well, I guess we kinda... I didn't mean to do what is Fist even called? A goat. Yeah. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, it happens. Might as well use the battle memory. I underused the battle memory anyway. I should use that more, especially at the beginning of a battle, to set up a heal. Or a taunt or something. That's something I wanna actively, especially when tanking, think about more and setting up. Can we go down there already? Again, it's so hilly. There we go, that's the end of the waterfall. So this is where we find more ancient elves and where we'll find more nets. But that's what I was thinking about. Oh, there's an ancient elf. Let's help our friendly elves. He's just sitting there, he's just taking it. Such a good elf. And those are mostly ambushes, so we will have our ambushes done here relatively quickly. And then we just want to look for extra hunters. But they're like everywhere. Oop, we actually... Oh my god, we almost died. I did not pay attention to my health. I did not have never surrender ready. That could have been very bad. That's killing the 12 orcs, yep. Look at that, we don't even have to go back to turn it in, we just get it. Nice. Alright, so we have 8 ambushes done, we got 4 hunters, so we definitely need more hunters. We got 2 elves healed. And again, the elves, you can actually see where they are. This kind of doesn't matter, but... Yeah, we got those 2? No, we missed one down there, wow. So we have to come back, but that's on the way back anyway, so it's not that bad. We missed that guy. It's kind of weird. Alright, we got this net. So if you go to a spot and there is no elf, all it means is that somebody else just been there, rescued the elf, and you have to wait. See, that's one of the barrels that these guys are fishing out of the nets. We just learned that these orcs do hit pretty hard, apparently. Check out. I mean, yeah. Our damage over time per second is 2000 DPS. Almost. 1700, that's fine. Doesn't look like that's changing much. So, for 2 guys, yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. We should not underestimate that. They don't hit hard still, so just putting in a heal from time to time should keep you safe. It's a good way of like adjusting your playstyle. Like, see that average 3000, maximum 4000. That's 5000. That's a very, you know, there's no burst damage. It just hit you and hurt you. So all you have to do from time to time is put in a heal and you're fine. Or defeat them faster. Alright, so we have an elf up here, but we need one more net, which is back there. And so I would get that net first and then go get that elf. Looks like there's nobody playing right now in this area, or the daily is not in this area right now, so I don't have to worry too much about somebody coming around killing the elves. The orcs. Alright, there's my river nets. Again. Basically just a bunch of quests. Yep. That gives us more reputation and more tokens. That's all we want right now. We want the tokens for the better gear, so we can get this Warden a little bit better geared for tanking. Our guard can tank pretty well, even if the gear is not that great. Obviously, the better the gear, the better the tank. But a Warden especially, because it's first of all more difficult. You have to plan your skills much better, and you take more damage. Your mitigation is a low. It can be very frustrating, so good gear is very important. Look at these guys. That's actually, and they hit hard, so we definitely want to set up more heals. Actually, I do want to set up another battle memory, so I can do the good heal quick. And then I can do that right away. And then I think another big hit. And we're good. Don't underestimate these guys in these areas. They do hit pretty hard. You can see the damage went up because we were fighting 4 guys. Damage went up to 2300 a second, so we had to heal more than 2,300 a second, or pretty close to it, to not die. Now, a little annoying, the quest strings do not appear. We get this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So we need to get this guy and this guy. And we need 4 more hunters. Not the ambushes. We need the hunters. Fortunately, most of these guys are ambushes. Looks like we're gonna have to go around. And annoying, so let's horse up. And if we get any hunters, we should actually fight them. And I think this is the last quest. I know I've said that before. In the actual forest, all the other quests will be on this side. This guy will die from the bleeds. Ambusher. Can we? Yep, we can get up there. Another hunter. Let's just get through our war cry game. Oh, I kinda wanna show how much evade we get from all these war cries, and why even if you're tanking, this is basically your main tanking skill. Let's wait for them to expire real quick. I mean, see our evade right now is 88,000. It's pretty high. 13% chance to evade and 26.4% partial evade. Now it drops down because our skills expired. So usually we had 12.2%, so really close to cap. You don't have to cap it out as a warden because you do get a lot. Actually, this might be too high. I wouldn't use anything that gives you access to evade. 20% partial evade, pretty good. So if I go through my Warcry list, see 63,000, 75,000, 88,000. Forget if Desolation gives you some evade as well. It does not. 88,000, so 13% against the cap, 26.4% for partial evade. That is pretty good. So every probably third hit we evade on average. Oh, what's that? An ambush? We don't want that. We want this hunter, so if you look at that, well, this is a new fight now. You can kind of look at this and see, yeah, evade, block, parry. It's not quite the right statistics because you do have overlap with parry and stuff. But you can see. So from all the hits that we got, that hit us, 3% were blocked, 9% were parried, and 17.6% were evaded. So if you put it all together, you know, what do you get there? 18, 26, almost 30% of all the incoming attacks are just avoided. And then off that, so, oh, you know, I could have just read this one. 29% avoided, 26.5% partially avoided, so that's our partial evade. So half the attacks that we get, a little bit more than half the attacks we get, are either avoided or mitigated partially. That's pretty good. And the Warden does need that because of, you know, the lower mitigations I have to begin with than a guard. You can see all of these are partial evades. Look at that. Then the resist, the block. I haven't had a full hit yet. Block, evade. Look at that. This one, 72% of the attacks. So this is why this statistic is very good if you try to tank. Limited misses happen because of the Desolation. But 21% full avoid, 50% partial avoid, 72% of the attacks we get either avoided or partially avoided. That's pretty good. Again, these guys, if you want to think about it, tier 1 guys, so what does it matter? Probably not that much. You wanna look at those statistics. In a tier 2 fight. And then, you know, adjust your skill rate or your gear accordingly. So, say you're in a fight and you notice, man, I cannot tank this, I die too fast. And you look at this and see what's going on. To adjust your gear maybe a little bit. But then, remember, they did add a new boss type that just for Warden is horrible, where you, honestly, the best way you can tank it is kited. It's not very exciting, but yeah, that's what it is. A boss type that just you can't evade parry or block. Now, right now we can't evade parry block because we spawn, so that's why these statistics won't mean anything in this fight. But yeah, like the 6-man boss, the dungeon boss, you can't parry, evade, or block. So all these Warden skills are useless. So you don't want to use them, right? You want to use other skills. You want to probably use more conviction, more you heal skills, more conviction, more war dance. Stuff that just straight out increases your mitigations over stuff that increases your avoids. And that's what makes makes it more difficult for Warden than a tank, a Guardian. Guardian just has his skills, and you don't have to change your skills based on the boss, really. And you still use the same skills, period. While with the Warden, I want to, instead of concentrating on skills that increase my avoids, I want to concentrate on skills that increase my critical defense, increase my mitigation, increase my healing. And so there's just more you have to think about. It makes it more difficult, making a Warden a more difficult tank. But I also always feel a more rewarding tank. And being a group with a good Warden, I'm not saying I'm a good Warden, but being a group with a good Warden tanking is always amazing. Like, wow, I want to be like that Warden. Right, so we're gonna turn in these generic quests. Do we have still enough? Yeah, we still have enough rep accelerator. Almost to friend. We're gonna have to do some dailies. There's no way we can get to Kindred. Tom gives 300.
Please, you must intervene.
Asgaroth of old, the charmed ruins of Lake Town that has been invaded by smugglers that have been known to mix the ill-gotten goods with honest shipments as they pass by. Alright, as if this were not enough, one of my raft elves have been kidnapped. Alright. So we gotta go to Asgaroth of old. So that's basically the old town. Not sure if this is an old... Yeah, it's an old Dale town. Like an ancient one, not an old elf town. I like this town. I have to say, I don't know, usually like elf and stuff. As I play a higher elf, right? I like this town. I would live here. Yeah, it got some charm. Alright, so we finally go into the Long Lake. Day Lake. I know what they call it in the Hobbit movie. And there's Asgaroth of old. Ruins. Well, this is... We'll see what that is. Alright, so we gotta find an elf that's kidnapped. So you can already see those are bones. So this is where Smog fell. He flew over Dale Town, got shot, and he came down right here.
Who are you then? State your business here.
300 XP on reputation again. I'm not here. I'm Merithith, Market Ward of the Lake Town Council of Wares. I've disguised myself. Alright. Believe you for now. They kidnapped the elf in hope of some news about stoppage of shipments flowing out of Mirkwood. When trade halted, even thieves suffers. The problem is the elf is stone-faced and silent as all his stubborn kind. You know, you're talking to an elf, dude. Alright. Yep, another quest.
Long Lake, Mountain
Collect market crates. Okay, so those are all just, you know, generic quests again. And defeat smugglers. If you go down here, the Fields of Saladin. Don't think this connects somewhere. Does it connect? Fields of Saladin. Maybe we're here. How would that connect to the fields of Saladin? Which I think are right here, right? Half Celebrant. No, I don't think that connects anywhere. Maybe in the future. We still have these 3 areas here that are not done anywhere. So maybe that's something for the future. Alright, so we gotta defeat some man this time. So we replace Orc with man. Which I guess is fine. These guys are basically just Orcs. Let's face it. So even if you look at the damage, it's probably very similar. Yep, 2000. Yeah. I think they probably have the same stats. You can see the damage, 2000, oh that's 2700, it's exactly like the Orcs. We are fighting 2 guys and they're 2700. There's another crate right there. Let's set up a desolation. 5000 damage for the initial hit, but what I do have. So the fact is that they have 5000 hit. That skill is supposed to do 10,000 damage with all my buffs. It means they probably have 60% mitigation or something. That's pretty high. So basically just want to defeat these smugglers and collect. Probably not a deed. Yeah, no quest in the Dayland. So technically in the Dayland now it gives you determination, which we do use, so that's good. And we'll definitely finish all the quests here. Put in a heal. And that should be good. Yep, 2700. Oh, our Never Surrender is back up, so let's make sure we put that in. So if I don't pay attention, which will happen, I'll die right away. There's just one guy. A hammer. But this is not the skill on it. That's the skill on it. Some bleeds on him. Same thing with Spear of Virtue. Basically put a lot of bleeds on him. And then we put in a heal. But he's dead. Just doesn't know it yet. Up there's the elf. So let's help him. I'm out of patient elf. Tell us what we want to know. I will tell you nothing for again. Why can we not? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say why. What's going on? Okay, 4 of these guys. We do have to be mindful that they probably hit pretty hard. Let's put a big plate on them. And let's give us a battle memory with a big heal. And let's use it right away. Oh, they can also stun. We definitely want to get out of that as fast as we can. I don't think we triggered our Never Surrender. Nope, we didn't, so we're good. Alright, now we can talk to that elf. This will also be our 10th smuggler. There we go. We still need some more crates. We saved this guy. A Black Numerian Priest. Alright. Oh no, what this guy's doing. It's girl, I guess. Definitely does not belong here. So she's probably the one that's directing these smugglers to do these bad things. And there we can see Smog the mighty and being dead. Can't jump over it, but we can walk over there. I don't know what this bird is on. Man, the bones of Smog, quite big.
This time,
Those are the rib
dragons
cages.
whose lives and memories are longer than ours bided their time and waited.
Alright, we still need more. We need one more box. There's another page. Fight this guy. See what this page has to say. That's a soggy page. Oh, it's a new quest line
Fire
also.
around him, and dragon above. Bard stood just as Girion had done long before. Yet Bard's aim was true, and his one black arrow struck Smaug down.
Alright, there's the last market crate that we need. So this is where Smog ended. You would think that after we was killed, you know, the people of Dale would come down there and collect the bones for, you know, sell them or memories. I wouldn't just leave it there, but, you know, whatever. What do I know? Right, this is the guy, yep. Kinda have to go around here, and then I think we'll put in a cut. We're at 26 minutes already. See what he wants us to do. Probably just wants us to run it back to the elf camp.
So you rescued the raft elf then? Good.
Talk to Launder, yep,
You
he's
look
back in the main camp.
handle it. I will be returning to Lake Town now that this is all
And when we
sorted
get here, we
out.
get some boots.
Take your
Definitely
time.
not better,
Right.
so just take whatever and dash it. How's our reputation doing? Still have 5,000 bonus XP. We're getting there. Almost to friend, but again, we need kindred. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. We'll need to do some dailies at least. Anyway, I'm gonna put a cut in here. I'll go back to Londo and see what he wants us to do. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe, leave me a like, leave me a comment, do whatever else you want to, and I'll see you next time.